get this link on. Let me.
We've been live for 5 minutes, homie.
Good. Oh shit! I'll put my nuts away.
Get your shit.
You guys saw that fucking Canadian MP that was on camera naked?
No, I heard about it, but
yeah, it was fucking.
All right.
All right.
Tonight on the Red Eye Report, we're gonna talk about fasting. So fast, we bring you Mystic the Dick, Teddy D's Nuts, Oracle the Taint, and of course, Ashtray the Asshole.
Whoa.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
Together
Oracle
we
the
form
Taint.
Shintron.
Together we form where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, we do.
All right, talking about fasting.
Who could?
Figured gonna do it because I got Oracle. I finally convinced him to give it a shot. It's one of these things I've been doing for a while, and people
One step closer to joining the code, gentlemen.
they think I'm crazy.
One step closer.
So I've been
wearing sneakers and
doing
shaving
it
off your
on
heads.
and off. I read some book about some punk rock Dharma dude. Anyways,
What?
Why is it
right?
penis?
That's how y'all get introduced to this dangerous world of fasting. Is some guy trying to do like Buddha and fasting. So I would try it here and there, and you find that it is very effective. And it's kind of a matter of how long can you do it. And I've also learned, like, over the years that there's so many ways you can do it. Like when I say I did it on and off, usually it would be like I would just do a 1 to 2 day fast. I've gone up to 3 days, which is and the thing is, like, when you're fasting, you're supposedly, like, you allow yourself a certain couple hundred calories. It depends on how you want to do it. A lot of times, if you want to avoid the kind of brain fog and that kind of drain, like, oh, I'm low energy feeling, it's because your glucose levels go down. So like when I would fast early on, before I started doing it on a regular basis, it was those Bolt House Farms, like, juice mix. You ever see those in the grocery store, where it's like super fresh fruit juice, smoothies. But people argue that's like, oh, it's a lot of sugar. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar, but still, if you're going just on calorie count, like, that sugar is helping because that's what your brain gets foggy is when it starts to run out of glucose. So if you're having some soup, fuck.
Everybody take a pause for the cause.
I'm high. Oh yeah.
We're not high enough.
Now. Do it now. I'm fucked
Got some
up.
great Delta 8 right here, fellas.
When your
This is
brain
gonna be a
gets
great show.
foggy,
Do they?
because you've been
What?
when your brain gets foggy because you've been fucking smoking too much and not eating any food. All right, let's inhale.
We already did.
I already did.
Good.
How high are you? So I know how high I am, and I don't know that I can do this.
So my point being that fasting can make your brain foggy, and so you should have some fruit juice if you want to try to help
Fruit
avoid
juice.
that.
So here's the thing though: are they adding sugar to the fruit juice, or is it just all natural fruit juice?
No, the Bullhouse Farm juices are just all natural, like smoothies.
Well, then that's not really. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of sugar, but it's not really that big of a deal if it's not processed.
Right, it's good sugars.
Your
It's
body,
not-
your body can use it as fuel.
Exactly. So there's a bunch of different types of intermittent fasting. Like, I would just kind of do it on and off when I would feel like I was getting fucking fat and bloated. Or sometimes if you get sick and you already kind of don't have your appetite, it's real easy to then just be like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna have some fucking tea, maybe at the most some soup. But I'm already sick, and you can easily go fast for 2 days. So I'll just go down this list here of the different types. There's the time restricted fasting, which is restricting your eating to 10 hours a day. So that would mean, 14 of the other hours of the day you have to be sleeping and not eating.
That doesn't seem that serious.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like some of these are more serious than others.
Well, yeah, because you could wake up, eat at 10 a.m., and then eat dinner at like 8 p.m. And then, you know what I mean?
Right.
Restricted to 10 hours a day. Like that's...
Yeah, like a 10-hour window.
Right.
Yeah, and if you're still eating like a hog, you're probably not going to do much. There's a 16-8 plan. Eat during an 8-hour window and fast for the rest of the day. That sounds basically like 2 hours shorter than
Right.
the 10-hour plan.
Two
12-6 plan. Eat only between noon and 6 p.m.
All right. If you just eat like one big meal, or one.
There's the warrior
dinner.
diet, which mimics the habits of warriors in history. Fast for 20 hours during the day and then consume any foods in a 4-hour window. Which, you think about it, makes sense. Like, armies on the march, they're marching for fucking, 20 hours. You get, 4 hours to eat and get some sleep and then get back on the fucking road. There's a 1 meal a day diet. Eat a large meal in a 1-hour window and fast for the rest of the day. You can drink calorie-free drinks like black coffee or water for the other 23 hours.
Coffee has no calories?
Regular coffee? Yeah.
Black calories. But yeah, black coffee doesn't.
Yeah, it's the cream where it gets you. The 5-2 plan. Fast 2 non-consecutive days a week and eat healthy the other 5 days. I tried that, and it so there's a variation of this, the 5-2 and the 4-3, which is the same thing. Like, eat 4 days of the week and then fast 3 days of the week. The problem though is, like, sure, that works within a week, but weekdays don't always flow. So if you're fasting, it's like, oh well, or I'll have my eating days over the weekend. Well, after a couple weeks, your fasting days shift into the weekend, and then it's like, people come over to visit or whatever, or it's like, oh fuck, you're invited to a party, this food looks delicious, oh, I'm not supposed to eat these 3 days. That's like,
is that what you sound like when you
doesn't work. That's totally how I was and how I
couldn't it just be the flexibility of the person doing it? Because you fast for 3 to 4 days a week, right? It's every other day.
That's the thing is, that's my point, was that the 5-2 or the 4-3, like, if you stick to it, as in, like, you stick it to those 4 days and then fast for 3 days.
Consecutive?
And then you can eat the next 4 days. Yeah, consecutively.
Oh.
Oh,
okay. It's 3 days consecutively.
No,
4 days consecutively of eating. 3 days consecutively of fasting.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
every other day makes way more sense than that.
Exactly, which is what I do, because it's the most flexible, which is the last one here on the list, is the alternate day fasting, which was this book here that really, like, Oracle said, do I need the book to do it? I'm like, no, motherfucker. Like, really, actually.
Can I just not eat every other day?
You look at it here, it's like, here's like the science explaining like why it works and stuff. And then the rest of this is actually all recipes for like 500 calorie meals on your fasting days. That's kind of the rule of this book, which is kind of
salmon and spinach, bro.
What I
a lot of green veggies.
Chicken and broccoli and some spinach.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I used my guidelines, because that 5-2 diet just like fucking sucked. 5-2 was easier than 4-3 because 3 days of fasting is hard. I've done it.
Yeah, I bet.
I can tell you what, you want a really good natural high? Fuck your girlfriend after 72 hours of not eating. fucking
I think,
ridiculous.
I think you
Does it
passed out
count?
from
Does it
exhaustion
count if I
halfway
fuck
through
your
and you
girlfriend?
It's probably it'd probably be even crazier if you're fucking my girlfriend.
Because it'd be a man.
What used to be?
Right?
You guys are sick.
Yeah, the every other day fast is
Well, I like
got
you.
the most flexibility because you just switch every other day, and on the fasting day, try to keep in mind like a 500 calorie limit for that day. If you're really good, you can keep it way less than that if you're just doing like tea and water, and just keeping fluids.
Well, like one egg I think is like 70 to 90 calories depending on the size.
Oh yeah, you could totally do an egg.
But you can I mean it's a lot of, I mean you can do a lot of stuff. And boiled eggs they're good.
Yeah, like 500 calorie window is a good snack.
I mean, yeah. Especially if you can
and-
stretch it out. If you can stretch it out, it'd be better.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, for me personally, anyways, I found that like even if I eat like, oh, this is only 200 calories, but then it's like that hunger because I ate something and I like that as soon as I chew something, like, it's like blood in the water, like I want more. And then I get the fucking munchies. And because I'm a stoner, that doesn't help at all. I mean, usually for me, the hardest part is at about 10 p.m., especially if it's a day after a workout. And by 10 p.m., I'm pretty well lit. So that's when it's like, it's easy to say like, oh, you're close enough. Or you wait right to midnight and then you fucking binge on whatever snacks you have.
So here's my question. You do a lot of drugs, okay, and you drink a lot. So do you honestly stick to it, or is it just stagnant? A little bit. I mean, do you cheat every now and then?
Or is it stagnant? Well, no, that's the thing is the point of with the every other day is that you can eat 2 days in a row. You can eat like it's a holiday. Oh shit, I ate 4 days in a row. You feel like a real total glutton. But if you compare it to everybody else, they're eating every day. 4 days in a row ain't shit. So like you can always just go back to tomorrow, I'm gonna fast and get back into that every other day pattern. Like I don't know, about a month ago, I don't know, this thing here says 4 weeks, 12 pounds, 2 sizes. Like literally about a month ago, I was on the scale. I was getting up in like 180. It was like 178, and this morning I weighed myself and I'm 168. And it's just like I started doing the every other day diet because when I got into I got over 180, my doctor's like, well, you're now officially overweight. It's like, what? God damn it. And because I love to eat, and I can't just do, like, some people can be like, well, I'm just going to eat a salad every day. Well, good for you. But some days I can't stop myself. And I guess I just found it easier to put a fasting break, which also scientific research has shown in all species has increased longevity. There's a lot of, if you Google it, you'll get a lot of results from lab mice. They've shown that even mice that were given a healthy diet, but were still allowed to eat, like 3 meals a day or like throughout most of the day, still died sooner, even though they weren't like necessarily overweight than the fasting ones. And they even down to like houseflies and shit. They've found that, and because it's they think it's an evolutionary thing that you have to think about. The human body hasn't changed much in the last, like, what do they say, between 100,000 to 250,000 years, as far as evolutionarily. And think about how long we've had of eating like kings, like since the 1960s, right? The agricultural industrialization made it to where like you could get food, and especially when it became cheap food and candy.
Packaged,
Processed
food made the ability to get food around the world, and to just have food whenever you want. I mean, that's my worst thing is I like
See-
to graze. I snack. I'll just munch all day if you let me.
I could totally do every other day all vegetable.
If you did,
Because,
yeah,
like-
your fasting day, if you did vegetables under 500 calories, then yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because like a
be
fucking
easy to
bell
attain.
pepper, one bell
bell
pepper
peppers
is
are delicious.
25 fucking calories.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like fucking 2 stalks of celery is 15. Cucumber,
No,
a third of a
way too.
cucumber is 10.
Dip it in some mustard. There's like
Even
no calories in
fucking-
that.
Even even a potato is only 110 calories.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
way too active at work.
Potato has
90 for corn kernel.
thing
for
too though with
ear
the
of corn.
potatoes is the starches, but
Right,
Uh,
right. I'm not saying that it's healthy. I'm just saying there's, you can keep it to 500 calories easily with vegetables. And plus I have to have some kind of carbs.
well, right, yeah, you don't want to be going full like fucking Mahatma
Right.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
So what else was I gonna say here? Oh,
I don't know.
so the
what
short
were you
history of
saying?
What were you
fasting.
gonna
Here we
say?
go. There's the other notes. So the history of fasting, it goes way back, way the fuck back. Like I was talking about the evolutionary factor.
Way back.
Think about the really ancient man. Ancient man didn't have 3 square meals a day. That whole 3 square meals a day, food pyramid, that whole shit that we grew up with. They just made that up.
Right. They just
They
wanted
just
you
pull
to
all that shit
fucking
out of
eat
their
shit.
ass.
Buy
Mostly
shit.
just to sell grain.
Right.
We'll
Right.
put all the breads at the bottom. You need all the breads you can get. And
It's good fiber, man. Helps you poop.
but fasting goes back to like just ancient man had times where it's like there wasn't shit to eat, or if they found something, they were lucky if they got 500 calories that day, and they maybe had to just keep walking until they got to where they could find some fucking new food.
Step on a rabbit.
Right? Or chase it down. Hippocrates was considered the father of Western medicine, which is what they call, they take the Hippocratic Oath.
Mhm.
He believed that fasting it enabled the body to heal itself. Paracelsus was another great healer in the Western tradition. Wrote 500 years ago that fasting was the greatest remedy, the physician, also known as the physician within. Also in primitive cultures like the Spartans, the fasting was like what you did right before war. You get yourself like you're not, stuffed with food. And you get yourself like that kind of hunger drive. And that's one thing you'll find with fasting is that like you'd think that like, oh, I'd be so lethargic and you might get like brain fog, but you can get used to it. Like you can find like an amazing energy boost because what happens is your insulin, because you're not taking in any food, your blood sugar and glucose levels all go down, and so it like brings those insulin levels down that it lets your fat cells release their energy. And like it also, think about it, giving time for your body to actually deal with the shit. And I get a lot of times really rancid breath by the like afternoon, evening on a fasting day, and my tongue gets all fuzzy. And they apparently say that's like part of where your body like excretes some of the crap and the sludge, the stuff that we pack on when we're eating our regular Western diets all the time. So I highly recommend a tongue scraper too. And I was gonna say, Oracle, tell us about how yours going. You said your blood pressure has actually been going down.
Yeah, so I was having some blood pressure fucking shit. And, eating, just getting high and eating bags of pretzels and cheese and crackers and shit. Probably not too good for heart health. But I decided to try the fasting thing a few weeks ago. And already, because I have to record my blood pressure in the morning, it's already considerably better. It's helped it. And yeah, I mean, today I had an edible, like a cookie, a sugar cookie. That was the only thing that I ate today, and that's actually the first thing that I've eaten on a
Yeah.
fasting
So
day.
what was that? 100 calories, if you know?
Probably
One
not
sugar
even.
cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was going to be really hard, and yeah, first few days really suck. But after
Yeah.
that, you kind of know, you figure out like, okay, where is like my hungriest point, and then you're kind of like, okay, well, if I get through that, then I'm going to have the energy and I'm going to have the clarity, which especially my afternoons when I'm at work, I have way more energy than what I would if I fucking ate like a huge
Right. Like you eat a
lunch.
nice big lunch, and then it's like,
Right.
ugh.
So yeah, it's been going well. Yeah, I've lost
Well,
weight
it's
as
good
well.
to hear. Yeah. Well, and the way uh, like the every other day diet, one of the studies has where they say like if you take your average caloric intake, say it's you know 2,000 calories, if you were to eat 2,000 calories every day, they say that if you do the every other day fast on your like eating day, people think, oh well, you just eat all the calories you'd eat that previous day. Well, instead of like on the eating day that you eat 200% of what you normally would eat, they said even in the studies they encouraged like people to eat as much as they could. They would eat usually up to like they could eat up to like 180% of the average caloric intake, but never like the 200%. So you're still like the idea that like, oh, you'll just eat twice as much the eating day.
Mhm.
You don't really like, you'll eat and you can eat and get full.
Those guys
But
didn't make that calorie thing because they didn't deep fry it enough.
what's that?
They didn't make that 200%
Oh, they didn't
mark
make
'cause
the
they
calorie
didn't.
count. Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't deep fry it enough. I'm
I
making
mean, and
that.
that's
I'm
the thing
hitting that
too, is
mark.
like I mean, it does allow you to because for me it was I it was like, instead of trying to cut out all the delicious American cuisine I love, if by fasting it's just putting this longer period to actually let my body deal with the delicious American cuisine that I love, and then I'm not so stringent on having to be careful or calorie count, or what I eat and stuff. Or it was like, oh, I can't have those jelly beans. Fucking love jelly beans. Just not on fasting days.
Boom.
So, yeah, Mystic, have you talked to your you were talking about maybe talking to your primary about it, or have you not had the appointment yet? Mystic
He's
died.
taking a shit.
Oh, I'm muted.
He
I haven't had the
fast.
appointment yet.
Oh yeah, that's appointment yet.
Oh.
Well, that's
Nah,
the
He was
thing.
just saying. He was just saying that to get you to shut up about it. He's not really gonna do it, man. I mean,
Yeah, right.
he's like,
Look at him.
He's asking me about it.
Look at
Fuck.
me. I can't fucking.
can't
do
even
that.
see
You
him.
kidding me?
He could eat one of his kids on his
So yeah,
fasting
if
day.
if you're looking for a way to try to like feel a little clean, you'll get some side effects. Sometimes kind of hunger pains, cramps. I get really bad breath in the
My shit's
afternoon. But once you get used to it, it's not that hard. Like some people, when you read about fasting, people are like, be very careful. Like when you finally start eating again, like have like a soup or something, like a broth, or yogurt. Like you want your system to acclimate to having food again. It's like,
It's not that big of a
shit.
deal.
No, it isn't. No, it's like I eat like sometimes it's like, all right, fucking eating day, just like throwing down fucking.
Those are the same people that fucking get the second COVID shot and they're like call into work for 5 days straight. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
Like, oh my god, it just kicked my butt so bad.
Yeah. No, like sometimes you'll get
Shut up.
you can get I guess prepare yourself that like once you start eating again after that fasting day, like in the morning, that it probably won't take long before you gotta go take a shit. like
Oh,
your
shit.
system start moving again.
Yeah.
And also in that process of like your body cleaning itself, your intestine will shed its mucus layer, and you get these like nasty, frothy, fucking mucus shits.
Yeah.
What
That
the fuck, bro?
it's your body cleaning itself.
I get it, but you seemed excited about it.
Yeah.
Well,
They
You
call
really
him
really-
lean
fine to
Snail
know I'm
Man.
getting that
frothy
shit out.
part of
I
that
mean, yeah,
shit.
you really.
I don't want
I
it
mean,
in me.
yeah.
You really leaned
Awesome,
into
cool.
frothy.
Frothy
You
shit.
kind of did, yeah. And also, are you repping blood with this bandana and your red like mask here? What's going on with this?
Totally am.
Are you just doing a bad Tupac impression? What is?
No, actually, I went. The weather was so nice today that I went for a run for my workout instead of working out in the kitchen.
Boom.
I'm not even gonna ask. Just move on.
I didn't want to say anything either. I just left it alone. It was too easy. Just served it up there.
I know, right?
Cool. Awesome. So what are we doing now?
Boom, boom. So, well, that's fasting. If Oracle doesn't have anything else to add.
Awesome. Cool.
Have you told your
yeah,
doctor
there's
about it yet, Oracle?
one other thing. When you're fasting, it's really important because actually I don't have like that much of an appetite, especially in the morning the day after my fast. Like on my eating day, I actually have like half the appetite that I normally would. But it's really important for you to eat a regular caloric intake for that day, because otherwise, if you don't do that, your body says, well, this means that the calories are just lower at all times, and it will start to go into like a starvation mode. So in order to get the benefits, the full benefits, you need to fast and eat a full day's worth of calories.
It's the fasting phase is like fasting and hunger strike are two different things.
Right.
And
Okay,
because
so-
that's when your body starts to eat itself.
So on your on your eating day, do you eat just one meal at a time, or do you eat like you regular do breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Regular day.
Regular breakfast, lunch,
Okay,
dinner,
so you-
snack.
Okay, so don't eat one day, eat regular.
It's
another
basically
day.
the eating day is just normal, whatever you normally would do,
Yeah.
and then the fasting
And then
day is just when
It's
you
just 500
limit your
calories. Yeah, just
Yep.
500 calories.
and it lets your
Okay.
body, just 500
Mhm.
calories, however you want to do it. If you can handle making 500 calories into like a little nice salad or something,
And you eat that
like
just
you were
once.
saying, you got so many options like salmon, shit like that.
Yeah. And you eat it just
uh,
once.
Totally,
you're fast.
it's
No,
not
you
you
that
can
fast.
hard.
probably do 250 calorie snacks.
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
right. I mean, and most like serving sizes are around the 100 calorie mark. So like basically means you could have like 2.5 servings of something 2 times a day.
Yeah.
I can try it out for a week, see what goes
It's
down. But if I start shitting frothy shit, I'm out, bro. That's straight out of the line.
Well,
Oh my
another
god!
key too
what the
is
fuck
like
that?
on the fasting day, it's like basically that time where it's like I'm hungry, like I want to eat something. Distract yourself with some tea, some soda water. That's what I use.
Masturbation.
Yeah, masturbation.
That's-
all about
that'll make you
distracting your
hungrier,
hunger.
man.
And then your body does the rest.
I'm sure it does.
Oh,
And,
it does.
It's not as bad. It's kind of one of those things like how many of us have had to fast for some medical thing, where it's like don't eat for
Yeah,
you know, 16 hours
I
before.
always
not
shit
that
at
hard.
the operating table
So
every single time.
that's fasting, motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
Moving along to what's sexy. Oracle Dirt Rally 2.0.
Boom.
2.0.
Oracle, play the video.
All right. Thanks, buddy. I'd be lost without you. Yeah, so I got a new PC, and I've been eager to try out the Quest 2 as a wired headset with the PC, using the PC's power. because of course the Quest 2 is a mobile device, so it's pretty limited
Yeah.
on what you can do on it. And I've got the wheel, so I wanted to try out Dirt Rally 2.0, and it's fucking awesome in VR. It is really cool, really intense. If you're watching the video right now, I'm driving in the rain, like fucking flat out. And it's, you have to learn the tracks and, things, different conditions and stuff like that. The road feel and everything's really cool. Took a little bit of tweaking, but that's going to be my fuck what you think. I highly recommend it. It's a great game, a lot of fun, and the progression's good too.
So with the Oculus, is it basically any Rift game you can play now, as long as you're just plugged into your graphic card?
Yeah, so any Rift game, any Steam VR game, it's just a headset. And the nice thing about the Quest is you can crank up the resolution.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
really
the Quest
high.
a higher resolution?
It is
than
a
the
higher
Rift
resolution,
too?
so you can crank it up, and I've done that. It looks fucking great.
Yeah, that's the thing is, plus, I have those audio fucking quirks where it sometimes drops out on my Rift. If I can get the same quality, I don't care if it still has to be plugged in with a cord.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get the same quality or a better quality screen-wise,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming probably wouldn't have those sound problems. You haven't had any.
No, I haven't had any sound issues.
All right, might have to find some fucking drunk homeless person to sell my VR to. All right, moving along to Mystic. Murder Among the Mormons.
So I watched that shit. I don't know, last week. It was fucking good. This is like a 3 or 4 part docuseries about some bombings that took place in Salt Lake City in 1985. But the fucking dude that they ended up catching for doing it is Oracle. Did you say you saw it?
Yeah, I've watched it.
He's just a fucking sociopath, and it's just crazy to hear him talk because he has no emotion about it, and the reason that he did it was actually kind of funny. Like he fucking
The reason he murdered.
Well, no, not the reason he murdered, but he forged documents, saying that they were documents within the fucking Mormon church, the Mormon faith, like these found documents from Joseph Smith's time.
Oh yeah,
right?
like real ancient doctrine.
Right. So there was one called the White Salamander letter, and he surmised, the letter surmised that instead of Joseph Smith getting his orders from God or whomever, it was a white salamander that gave him the fucking orders from God, right? So like, and people,
how do you trust a white salamander after you
this.
read the book?
But that's the thing, is people authenticated this. Like he was that good. You know what I'm saying? Or was he? I guess that's the question I want to ask. Next week is going to be all about forgery. And like, I kind of want to ride that aspect of the people, like art fucking people. Like that people, when I watched that forgery special about that dude that emulated all those fucking new age artists or whatever, or Pollux and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like these people were experts in that field. You know what I mean? He made them look fucking stupid. Like, are they really experts in that field then? I mean, come on, man. You told us this was real. And it's the same concept with this shit. It like that guy was that good.
Yeah, and
good enough to fool people that thought they knew what they were talking about, I guess.
In the in art, there's always been the strife between the artists and then the art community, the appraisers and the art galleries and stuff, where it's like the ones who decide its value. And they're also the appraisers who are like, oh, yeah, that's totally a Rembrandt. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's got all the marks, just fucking better. And then all of a sudden it's like, yep, just fucking
That's a very
Fake.
good. That's a very good
Goddamn
bubbles, buddy.
Super good impersonation.
Yeah.
Great.
Very good bubbles.
It's the thing though, is like it goes to show though, it's like these are the people sometimes are like they're not even artists, but they're the ones, the experts who authenticate.
Yeah, the experts, right.
And they get fooled by these guys who make these forgeries. And it goes to show how, like, well, why are we really trusting them and deciding what's fucking value, you know?
Mm.
I don't know. It's a cool fucking dilemma.
Yeah, it seems unique to that world. You know what I mean? The collectible artists.
Oh yeah, they're so. Are you talking about the Mormons?
The Mormons?
Well, not even just the Mormons. It's that like
everything's unique to the Mormons.
Well, no, let's say these appraisers, like with the art thing.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. The Mormons want these letters to not be real because it destroys what they believe in, the tenets of their faith.
They don't
the
want them
art
to not be real.
appraisers. Yeah, but the art appraisers, it's the same concept. Want this to be real because they want to be the one that found the lost Rembrandt.
Found it and sold it at auction.
Lost Jackson, or Pollock or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? They want to be that. It's all human choice, you know, and it's that fucking.
Well, and yeah, you want to believe in the kind of like lottery ticket you
the
see
appeal
right in
to
front of
that
you.
professionalism that this person's they're an expert. They said it was real. It's got to be real.
Legit.
Yeah.
Since it's been legitimized, therefore they've said it's there's this much money.
It's bona fide.
Yep, exactly. Bona fide. Once you're bona fide, fuck. Get out of town. Take the money and run.
Anyway, it's a really good docuseries. Crazy story.
Cool. All right, moving next to Teddy, MLB 21. Major
so
long.
For the first time ever. Awesome. Okay, for the first time ever, MLB The Show is on Xbox. It's an awesome. I said Xbox. I'm Xbox fucking freaked out. I'm not talking to you, bitch.
Talking to the banana.
Talking to the Xbox. I said Xbox. I said
banana.
fucking
the banana on the screen.
No. Anyway, never mind.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm trying to talk about the baseball game. And Ashtray's thinking I'm talking to a penis on the screen.
The fuck?
There's a banana on our stream.
Yes,
for the viewers who are watching this.
It's been there.
Oh shit!
Christ. Oh my god. Anyway, MLB The Show for the first time is on Xbox. It is. I haven't played a baseball game in a while because baseball is a pretty boring sport. It is pretty dumb boring sport. But I used to play baseball game. I got into baseball with my buddy. We used to play MLB 2K on the original Xbox all the time, and it was an awesome fun. It got me really into baseball, and playing this baseball game reminds me of playing that one. It's very hard. It's very realistic. Learning curve is steep. They do have a lot of choices for you to choose. How you want to play it with batting, fielding, pitching, and things like that. It's on Game Pass, so it's free. Check it out, bro.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Where's diddly dirt?
It's fucking crazy to see when it boots up to see PlayStation, like PlayStation Interactive pop up. Yeah, it's only on Xbox because of the MLB owns the rights to it. They decided to put it on Xbox.
Oh, look at the baseball card binders. What a throwback. When baseball cards mattered. All right, moving along to my own self. Who matters more? Ashtrays was sexy. Doom Patrol on HBO Max. Have any of you guys watched it yet?
Nope.
Really?
No,
You
that
like
show's
that
horrible.
show?
That show is fucking horrible.
What?
That show is
Retarded.
fucking horrible. It does not do the comic justice. That show is fucking.
Oh, it doesn't follow the
I don't know the
comic.
comic, so of course
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
I
so
don't know
funny.
the
Yeah,
comic either, and it's still really
see-
bad.
Oh, the
it's
narrator,
it's
Mr.
fucking
Nothing.
horrible. Oh.
All right. Well,
What else? What sex are you talking about?
Missed
Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry, my bad.
it's a fucking shit show, but I thought it's got this nice absurdist kind of irreverent humor to itself, almost like The Boys. But you guys, probably watched one episode and was like, fucking turd.
I watched like 6 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got Brendan Fraser in it, dude. How good can it possibly be?
It's got Brendan Fraser, who's a big fat NASCAR driver.
He's a robot, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
He becomes a robot. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's flashbacks. Each character has a bunch of flashbacks. Brendan Fraser
started out all right, but then it just got, I don't know, man.
Yeah. They have another show on there, Teen Titans, live action event. It kind of sucks. But they do a yeah, they play into it. They kind of do a lead into it where Beast Boy, where they find Beast Boy and stuff.
Oh man,
he takes him to the house, and you see some of the characters in there. They're like,
Beast Boy.
He's like,
when they
like having visitors and shit.
When they go down to
what is going on?
What was it, Peru? Where they find the Nazis or the Nazi doctor or whatever, and it's like his brain is in all the other German caretakers, I guess, of this place. What I loved was when Cliff, or Mr. Robot, I think is his name. Basically, he's a character whose brain has been transplanted into a robot body and is kind of like figuring out how to use it. Anyways, he goes into a murderous rage, killing these fucking Nazis, and the soundtrack was Dropkick Murphys' "Nazi Punks Fuck Off."
Yeah,
which I thought was awesome. It's like where he literally like grabs someone's fucking legs and rips the torso in half, and then beats someone else with that torso.
That actually was a pretty cool scene because it was like nothing had happened like that
gory?
To that point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gory. And to like where Jane, the chick with 60-some personalities, like, saw what he did, and it kind of fucked up their dynamic from that point on. But anyways, check it out. If you like things that Teddy and Mystic don't.
I did think that that's a cool concept for a superhero, though. Is one who had multiple personalities and each one of them has a different power.
Superpowers, yeah.
Isn't that M. Night Shyamalaka, whatever?
Shyamalaka.
Not Magneto's. Xavier's kid has that power. Legion. His name is Legion. Yeah.
He has different personalities.
He has different personalities, and they have each of his personalities has different powers. There's a few of them like that.
Well, fuck, he's a copcat. Moving along. Fuck what you think. Oracle, VR performance on modern games.
Yeah, so right now right now on the Quest 2, this is a mobile device. You can get, because of the work of Team Beef, you can play classics like fucking Quake 2. You can play Half-Life, the original Half-Life. You can play Doom 3 on there. And these are the full games, and they run great. Return to Castle Wolfenstein's another one. And, this is on a mobile device. This is on a cell phone, basically, and you're running it at 90 hertz. So I've got this PC, which has an RTX 3070 in it. I've got a fucking, really powerful processor. And to play this racing game, I had to overclock my graphics card a little bit to get the solid frames that I wanted. And it's just so much. Yes, the fidelity is better, but Jesus Christ.
Wait, so you're playing a retro game, but you're having to like overclock your card to make it play right?
I'm just saying, like, a retro game runs so much better, even though it was like a AAA title. Whereas if you play a game now, a modern game, the graphics aren't as good as the retro game, and it performs worse. it just seems like things are not optimized in the way that they used to be because, they had the computing power to get away with it. And it sucks
Well,
on
or
VR.
it's like those games, are they, tailoring the game to be optimized to the cell phone processing power of the Quest 2?
Well, yeah, definitely. But not really though, because when you're talking about
Wow.
these classic games like Doom 3, of course that wasn't tailored for this. This is just Doom 3 that is running on the Quest 2 at 90 hertz and 2 simultaneous screens. They just ported it over or whatever. Like, it's just kind of bullshit. It's like, come on, make this a priority, and because it's fucking awesome. Like, it's really amazing. So
Give me better graphics.
right, give me
frame
better
rate, you sons of
graphics,
bitches.
fucking more frames and shit. That's all.
Well, I think that's kind of the nostalgia of it is playing it at that frame rate. I mean, it's.
I'm saying modern games don't
He's talking
have.
about modern games.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
Classic games are fine. They run great.
Listen, Teddy, goddamn it.
Son
Oh,
of a bitch.
my bad. I am high.
All right, that's it.
All right,
Son of a bitch.
moving along to Mystic. Dumb bosses.
I don't know
Dumbass
even what I was
boss.
gonna say.
What'd your boss do to you this time? Show
Nothing.
us on the doll where he touched you.
Nothing. Just move on. I really don't know. I don't.
He doesn't
All right.
remember. It's over. It's in the past.
Moving along to myself. Fucking Ashtray. All right. Let's
You have to
invite
remind
friends.
yourself what your name was.
Wow.
Let's invite
How
friends to our
often do you
plan
refer to yourself
so they
as
can
there?
ruin it. This is if Travis is watching. I don't know if the bastard. I don't see any of his posts. Some bitch. But basically, Travis is supposed to be coming up in the end of May, and it'll be the time where we're both gonna have both of our vaccine shots and 2 weeks past, so both fully inoculated, ready to take whatever comes at us. And so we let our other two friends, there's 4 of us that know each other since middle school, and one of them lives just outside Madison here. Anyways, it's like, hey, Travis coming to town. We're gonna go to the steakhouse. If you want to come down and join us, because they're actually already vaccinated. But then it's like, basically it was like, let your prepare your wives. And well, one buddy's like, well, why don't we just grill out outside Craig's place in the driveway. It'd be a lot easier than going into a steakhouse. And it's like, you've been to my place, Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is my place the kind of place to host people to eat?
Unless if you're eating them,
Yeah.
then it's the perfect location. If you need to get rid of a body.
The best I can do is host people outside for, a fire pit or whatever. I mean, maybe if I wanted to have a potluck, but no, the plan was Travis is coming to town. We're going to go to the steakhouse. And so that, of course, both our other buddies are like, well, yeah, it would be a lot easier to sell it, to the wives to get out if we just do it as grilling out. I'm like, what? My imaginary grill? And everybody's like, oh, well, I got this nice little, tailgate grill. I can bring it along with me happily. I said, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Why are
Just
they
tell
trying
them you're going to the steakhouse, dude.
Basically,
Right.
yeah, that's
Why-
what it's going to be.
why are
It's
these
like,
guys-
I mean, I don't give a fuck. They don't want to go. They don't want to go. Tell them to stop being bitches.
yeah, no, that's what it's going to come
Seems
down
like
to.
these
The thing
guys
is,
are
what
trying
they
to-
don't want to do is they're afraid that their argument is they're afraid of, even though they're vaccinated, they're afraid of bringing it back to their kids. Their kids are like Teddy's age. No, Teddy's is 7. They're even younger. Not, I mean, Teddy's age, but Teddy's boys.
I am not 7. I act like I'm 7, but I'm not 7. I can
Chuck.
buy my own alcohol.
No, they're even younger than that. They're probably, I don't know, 5.
Dude, I'm sure the steakhouse has fucking social distanced
They
tables.
do.
Right.
I was just there.
You
by
know what
myself.
I'm saying? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Stop being a pussy. It's getting out of control. It really is.
Oh, no,
Well,
it was already.
yeah.
It's
it's like-
been out of control, bro.
So yeah, fuck that shit. Gonna move along to Mystic. Dumb bosses or something he maybe have just thought of.
What?
What?
We already
We-
passed
we-
this.
yeah,
I
yeah,
Well, I
don't
know you
remember.
sort of skipped like you were trying to remember it,
No,
so I was trying to give you a chance
just
to come
move
back.
on.
Poor bastard.
Go to Teddy.
Teddy,
Right.
free wedding idiots.
Okay, so these two motherfuckers, Courtney Wilson and Shanita Jones, invited family and friends to the dream vacation, dream home and estate for a weekend wedding celebration. The ceremony was to be on Saturday. The brunch was to be on Sunday. The only problem is they didn't own the fucking 16,000 square foot mansion.
Damn.
Okay. The husband, he did tour the house. He's on himself for it's up for like $5 million. He did tour the house earlier in the week, acting like as a buyer. And I guess the brother saw that it was empty. So they show up to fucking do the wedding, which they said was God's plan and God's will. But they
Isn't
didn't know
it
that,
always?
but they didn't know that the owner was still living on the property, but in another house.
Hmm.
So yeah, he was surprised to see these people show up at his gates. Expected they had everything. Like expected they had planned to have to get married at the house, hang out, and then have fucking brunch the next day. And then
So yeah,
fucking
they had all the caterers.
really,
and all that
they
shit
had
showed up
all.
to this
I mean,
guy's
yeah, they
house.
fucking
He's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
yeah. And he's like, these people are at my house talking about they're having a wedding here today, and it's God's plan, it's God's will, and I just want them
They
to
just
leave.
invaded his house.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 'cause they didn't. The cops showed up and told them they had to leave, and they left.
Yeah, I don't think they made it to the house. They were at the gate.
They were at the gate. Yeah.
Thank God he had a gate.
They didn't.
Boy, they're
yeah,
rich.
but they didn't
They
expect
got
him to
it.
fucking.
It's a $5 million house. I'm sure he had a gate.
Yeah,
I'd
right.
have a gate.
Who are
I'd have
these-
a couple Rottweilers too.
Who are
fucking
these
armed guard.
peasants demanding that they have a wedding
Right,
reception
yeah.
in my house?
Yeah.
Be gone, you!
Be gone.
They was gonna
Thieves.
squat. They was gonna squat wedding style for 2 fucking days, bruh.
Yeah,
a
that's
brunch,
crazy. That's
A
crazy.
brunch the next day.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna stay the night in some strange ass
Oh
house.
yeah.
You know what? Yeah, then they had to settle for the fucking
Get our
hotel
juices all over the place.
or the Holiday Inn conference hall.
The
I
Holiday
mean, even if they
Inn
got away with it,
Express.
I'm pretty sure they weren't gonna clean up. And then like it's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it, baby.
All right.
We had a party in here.
What? Hey, let's play guess their ethnicity.
People that showed up at the
Yeah.
at the gate.
Here's a couple niggas.
A kind of Italian immigrant,
Yeah, they're
like
black.
Northern
No, they're
Jersey.
black.
No,
They're
no,
definitely-
no, no, no. No, it's got to start with N.
I thought they were white.
You could say it. I
Native
can't say.
American.
Native American, yes.
Are they white or
I
are they
thought they were
are they
white.
black? Whatever.
I thought they were black.
Is there a picture? How do you know? I would assume. No, I
What's
assume
their
black
name?
people are
What's
too
their
smart
names
to
again?
just show up at some rich person's gate
Right.
and demand that they have
Link is
entry
a
to
Fox
be in there.
affiliate video.
No, some rich stuck-up white privileged person would be like, "Oh, excuse me, I Airbnb'd this mansion."
What was their names again?
Their names were Courtney Wilson and Shanita Jones.
Yeah, they're black.
Shanita may be, but Courtney could be white.
Courtney, ain't no white man named Courtney.
That it was a chick.
Yeah, I thought it was a chick too.
Yeah.
No, the
Shanita's
guy,
the dude?
no, Shanita Jones.
Or
is
the
the
two,
chick.
maybe it's.
Yeah, I thought it was a
maybe
gay
it's
Are they
marriage.
wedding.
lesbians? Are they lesbians?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
Jesus
lesbian
Christ.
wedding. Yeah, don't be so fucking.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Judgmental.
That is closed-minded. I'm sorry. Yeah,
All right, did anybody get the information
probably
yet
a black and a white chick.
on the article? Does it have pictures?
No, she's got a video. I'm pretty sure
You
got
know,
the-
I think only a white chick would be able to pull off the fucking God's will.
Oh no!
Oh,
they're
yeah.
both- no, they're
Oh,
both-
You're right.
Man.
I got the picture here. Here you go. I got it.
Attaboy.
Share.
What's
Let me
the
share it to the
Put it
fucking-
up.
here. Share it to-
But you're right though. Only white women will do anything in the name of God, so long as it gets them where they need to go.
Oh yeah, they black as shit.
Yeah.
Look at that bitch's hairline.
Weird.
Of course, it's God's will.
Oh yeah. Damn though,
God
that's a
damn.
mansion.
Yeah, it
Holy.
is.
Yeah, bro.
No wonder.
16,000
Yeah, of
square
course it
feet.
had a gate. But boy, that would be a
Man, toured the
baller
house
place
was like,
to have
ain't
reception.
nobody here, bro. Hey, man, we should come here and have a wedding here,
I
though.
love how she
Yeah, right.
included
Yeah.
her ring photo in the.
Oh, we getting arrested? Let me hold my ring up.
Yeah, right.
Hug me, baby. Hug me.
Oh shit. Well, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Eddie Murphy's 1985 one-hit wonder, Party All the Time. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night, 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. You can also twiddle us if you give a shit. Like us, share us, or fuck us, because we're down for whatever on the Ashtray.
I'm Oracle.
I'm Mystic.
And I'm Teddy.
Maybe.
Dragging your
He
feet.
doesn't know yet.
It's always
I don't
awkward when
know.
I go first. Right?
Why?
She said.
Title of your sex tape.
Yeah, right.